Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Plainview Civic Center and the Governor's Small Business Summit today in Plainview. My name is Kristi, Aday. I'm the Executive Director of the Plainview Hale County Executive Economic Development Corporation, and I get the pleasure of welcoming you all today here to Plainview to learn about small business. We have some welcomes to start with from some important people in Plainview, so we'll get started with that. First, I'm going to introduce Mayor Charles Starnes and a little bit about him. Following a 27-year career in the Navy, where he served as commanding officer for the USS George C. Marshall and naval attaché to Germany, Dr. Charles Starnes returned to Texas and earned his PhD in economics from Texas Tech University. A professor of economics at Wayland Baptist University here in Plainview. He was selected as a 2020 nominee for the Wayland Baptist University's Minnie Stevens Piper Award. Dr. Starnes is very actively engaged in Plainview and beyond, having served on the City Council, District Governor for Rotary District 5730, and on the boards of Plainview Symphony, Salvation Army, Boy Scouts of America, and the Military Officers Association of America, and the Texas Panhandle Heritage Foundation. Also know he recently joined the Lions, Plainview Lion now. He was elected mayor of the city of Plainview in November 2020, re-elected in 2024. He and his wife Susie recently celebrated their golden wedding anniversary. Congratulations. And they have 4 grown children and 4 grandchildren. Help me welcome Plainview's Mayor, Dr. Charles Starnes.
Well, thank you. It's certainly an honor to be here. Thank you all for being here in Plainview. I see many people out there with whom I've done business, and I see others with whom I should be doing business. My name is Charles Starnes. I'm privileged to serve as mayor of Plainview, Texas. It is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to this Governor's Small Business Summit. In Plainview, our motto is explore the opportunities. That's an important phrase for us as we strive to create a community that is welcoming to all kinds of businesses, large and small. Plainview is home to a Walmart distribution center, Azteca, Panhandle Popcorn, Martin Industries, and DSM Chemical, White Energy, Larson International, many substantial firms, but all of these are major employers in our community. We value their presence in Plainview and Hale County. However, there are over 800 businesses active here in this town. Over 800 just in Plainview. Almost all of them are what we call small. Sole proprietorships, small operations. Those collectively make a huge impact on our economy. The opportunities for small business in Plainview and the surrounding communities are great. It's small business where we have the most opportunity for growth. It's small business entrepreneurs who step out and take those chances and who build their business from either scratch or expand their businesses to thrive. So I would like to take our city's motto, explore the opportunities, just one step further. It's always good to explore, but you really need to bring those opportunities to reality. That's the key, and that's what the entrepreneurs do. So today's Small Business Summit will give you information and understanding about how you might proceed to either start a business or grow a business and make it thrive. So when you're finished today, I invite you, of course, to visit our beautiful downtown and the other businesses in town. Take a stroll, have a cup of coffee at the brew, shop in the wonderful stores down there. You'll find some new ones that have started up in the last couple of years. There are flyers around giving you discount opportunities as you move around town. And please, enjoy your time today, and again, welcome to Plainview. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, I want to introduce you to Sharon Wright, who is the president of the Plainview Hale County Economic Development Corporation. A little bit about Sharon. After a 39-year career in public education as a teacher, elementary principal, and central office administrator, Sharon Wright retired in 2018 and began her own small business adventure as a real estate agent, where she now heads Wright Realty and Design here in Plainview. Originally from Houston, Sharon Wright moved to Plainview nearly 40 years ago with her husband Walter and their children. Active in community organizations for many years, she was named the 2022 Plainview Chamber of Commerce Woman of the Year. She is currently the curriculum director for Leadership Plainview through our chamber. She's an active member of First Baptist Church. She's a Wayland Baptist University trustee and serves as the president again of the Hale County Economic Development Corporation. But her most important job is the title of Sassy to Jackson, Harper, Trinity, and Trooper, her 4 grandchildren. Help me welcome Sharon Wright.
Thank you. Good morning. You all remind me of an 8 o'clock college class. You're so quiet. As Kristi said, I'm president of the Plainview EDC. It's a mouthful to say Plainview Hale County Economic Development Corporation. So I'm just going to say EDC from now on. Our responsibility and the EDC, basically Kristi's responsibility, is to attract businesses and to create jobs for our area. And the mayor's already told you that we have several large industries that are in our area, and for those we're very grateful. But over and over and over today, you're going to hear that the real economic driver of a community is small business. Did you know that 80% of the economic growth in a community is from businesses that are already established there? I'm going to say that again because when she told me that the first time, I was rather shocked. 80% of the economic growth of a community comes from already existing businesses. And that's many of you in this room. So that's why today is so important. We're very fortunate today to have many local and area organizations that are providers for you that you're going to be hearing from. Certainly Wayland Baptist University and South Plains College support our workforce development in this area. Our local banks and other lending institutions are here to help you with any financial needs that you might have. And also right down the road, we have the great asset of the Texas Tech Small Business Development Center. And you're going to be able to hear from all of those today. So as you engage in discussions today, as you share ideas, as you network, and as you build connections, remember that it's your passion and your vision that are contributing to that 80% economic growth, and they are shaping our future. So whether you start a business or you expand the one that you currently have, we're going to all benefit from what you're doing. On behalf of the EDC, welcome. We hope you enjoy your day, and thank you for being here.
Our next speaker is Commissioner Joe Esparza. Mr. Esparza currently serves as the commissioner representing employers for the Texas Workforce Commission, having been appointed by Governor Aday to this 3-member commission in November of 2023. In his role, Commissioner Esparza serves as an advocate for over 660,000 Texas employers and over 3 million small businesses in Texas. That number shocked me, 3 million small businesses in Texas. He and his team serve as a key resource for all Texas employers to help businesses grow and thrive in Texas. Prior to his appointment, Commissioner Esparza was sworn in as the Texas Deputy Secretary of State in 2018, having previously served in other roles in the governor's office since 2012, another graduate of Texas Tech University, and he received an honorable discharge from the United States Marine Corps, having served from 1999 to 2007. Please help me welcome Commissioner Esparza to the podium.
Thank you. Hi, good morning, everybody. Thank you, Kristi, for that great introduction. I appreciate that. And Mayor, thank you for your continued service, and thank you for being here today. You got a lot going on, don't you? Again, my name is Joe Esparza. I'm very, very fortunate and proud to be able to represent the employer's office at the Texas Workforce Commission, along with my fellow 2 other commissioners on the employment on the commission, and mostly because I've a genuine affinity for supporting the small business areas of the state of Texas. And she said, when it comes down to the resources that we have in the state of Texas, obviously character, hardworking, individuals that are putting forth, their risk and time to get into the business and strengthen that economy. It's what keeps our economy together and expanding, obviously to the 8th largest economy in the world right now. So a lot of that is for the betterment of our prosperity and for the betterment of our own community. So I'm very excited about this opportunity, because I do have some worthwhile resources that I want to point out to you, to make sure that these are, that first you're aware of them, and 2, that you're using them. The Texas Employers Office, these are resources that we provide. Mostly as small businesses, by definition, small businesses usually aren't going to have a full HR department, right? You've got somebody dedicated to working on all that administration. Yet in the process of moving people on, hiring, and expanding, you got to make sure that's that part of the process, for your business is tight. That's going to help you avoid a tax burden later on. So one thing that our office provides is just basically as a free service, as guidance. We've got attorneys there. They give guidance to you when you have questions about administration and human resource issues that come on. One note is we provide the Texas Guidebook for Employers, and if you take a Google machine and you just say Texas Guidebook for Employers, this is a manual where our attorneys have basically filtered down all the federal and state statutes that you should know about. It also gives you great examples of letters and things that you can use to onboard and to offboard your employment as you're expanding. This is a great resource. We also have statewide. We have what we call the Texas Conference for Employers. These are about 16 to 18 conferences. Usually take about a day. We've got a larger. We do a 2-day one that gets in a little bit more of the details. This is a workshop that we provide. There is a fee for that, so it's a self-perpetuating program that we use the money that we bring in to continue these other events. We have 2 more, possibly 3 more at the end of this year. The next one is September 6th. It's online, and we usually host these at small, medium, and large metropolitan areas. But we had Lubbock a couple of months ago. One in I think St. Angelo, but we have one online. And then if y'all want to come down to our last one of the year, it's going to be in South Padre on September 27th. So depending on how y'all write that off is business. That's up to you. But these are, the biggest compliment I've had about our attorneys and the support they have. You can pick up the phone, you can call them. There's a hotline. We have a little pamphlet right here. Lee's sitting here representing our vocational rehabilitation, also some more resources there. But this little pamphlet shows exactly how to get a hold of us, our contact information. There's a hotline that we answer. You can talk to them. You can discuss your issue. They can walk you through it. Again, it's legal guidance. I can't say it's legal advice because that's you have to pay for that. But again, I think the biggest compliment I've ever had for the Conference for Employers is sitting in the back and somebody comes up to me and talks about they wish they'd done this 10, 12 years ago to find out they would have avoided 7 to 12 years of increased tax burdens on unemployment insurance issues. And then somebody told me to be quiet, and so I walked out the room. So it just kind of there. But that's a huge compliment coming from an employer. And I always want to make sure that information like that, these are resources that we can provide. It's the next best thing of getting tax returns is to avoid that tax issue in the first place. We also help support hiring initiatives. One thing, Martin Aguirre from our South Plains Workforce Solutions Board, This is the workforce solution boards that help you engage with hiring, in process of finding new employees. If you're expanding, they're an excellent resource locally, so they know what's coming. They work with the EDCs. They know what's coming and where you can helpfully position yourself to take advantage of new opportunities that are coming around. Another item here, and more information can be found in our pamphlets. We provide, the Texas Workforce Commission provides grant services to opportunities. So one major skills development fund is a large grant. This usually takes large companies, any large companies that are supporting, and also, like I said, with large companies come opportunities for small businesses to engage in them as well. These are grants that are provided to help skills and training through partnerships with community colleges and universities around the area to tailor exactly what the workforce system needs for new businesses or expansion of businesses. Also, the Skills for Small Businesses is dedicated to what we have defined small businesses, anything under 100 employees. So I mean that's still pretty big companies can get in on that. This is an opportunity to upskill your current employees that are provided. So it's another partnership with a training provider, a community college in the area that gives them access to classes that they can take to help better their administration or their understanding of management and those areas. So again, very quickly, like I said, these are great resources. We want to encourage you to just give us a call. And if anything, we want to help you connect to the people that can really help you out locally and help grow your business and keep you moving in the right direction. So thank you again. Very much excited to come up here. Again, it's always a pleasure being with you all, and we appreciate it. Hope to see you again.
Okay, sir.
Next, I'd like to introduce you to Bryan Roller. Bryan Roller joined the Texas Economic Development and Tourism Office of the Governor in 2022 as a business assistance specialist. Prior to his role, Bryan spent 3 years as administrator of the League Cities Convention and Visitors Bureau. Bryan has a very diverse background in communications, marketing, and sales, having held positions in Convention and Visitors Bureau, Chambers of Commerce, collegiate sports information, healthcare, and trade shows. Bryan holds a bachelor's degree in journalism with an emphasis in public relations from Stephen F. Austin University. He enjoys the art of Texas barbecue, discovering local craft breweries, surveying with the live music scene. He's in Austin, so that's a good place to be. Playing with saws and creating sawdust, and traveling with his wife and family. Please help me welcome Bryan Roller.
Thank you for the introduction. As mentioned, my name is Bryan Roller, and it's my privilege to represent the leadership and the staff at the Texas Economic Development and Tourism Office here today in Plainview. It is my first time here. This is nice. I love getting out and about in the state. We tried some of the local restaurants yesterday, and the Mexican food place was great, and margaritas were flowing, so that was awesome. From the Gulf Coast to the High Plains, more than 3 million small businesses support their communities and employ fellow Texans with positive impacts, not only on our commerce, but our culture. Recent years have not been easy for small businesses. Having been a small business owner myself, I know the struggles and the pains and the headache. All this gray hair wasn't from my kids, it was from trying to start a small business without knowing about all these resource providers and stuff around the state. But Texas small business proved their resiliency by being creative, innovating their processes and supporting their communities. We are excited to be here to provide timely, relevant information to assist aspiring entrepreneurs and small businesses to reach their dreams. One thing I do want to do here is to thank our sponsors, our partners and our sponsors. The Plainview Hale Economic Development Corporation and the City of Plainview's Economic Development Office. Without them submitting an interest form, being willing to host this. We wouldn't be here today. So we're very thankful that they wanted to host us here. They brought us here. And then, of course, the Texas Workforce Commission. You just heard from Commissioner Esparza. Financially, they support us. They support our efforts in bringing these. We do 15 of these around the state of Texas. We were in Pampa earlier this year, but we go from everywhere from Lufkin to Galveston to El Paso. We'll be in Wichita Falls later. So we travel the state quite a bit, which is a lot of fun. Being in tourism, I now get to see other cities besides my own that I used to represent. So, again, the businesses are the backbone of our state's economy. In addition to our partners, I do want to recognize some of our sponsor partners. Because again, we are funded through a federal grant and then it's passed through the Texas Workforce Commission, but we're not allowed to do the F&B. So today's event, the food and beverage has been sponsored by Caprock Business Finance Corporation and Excel Energy. We appreciate you guys coming in as supporting sponsors. Again, without them, we couldn't do a lot of this stuff, and they're here to really support the other small businesses in the community. So again, we thank them. But I'm the one standing up here, but there's a couple other people here that have actually done a lot of the work. Jarvis Brewer's not here. He is actually in Dallas with the HEB Quest for Texas Best program, but he is our state small business advocate. This is the entire small business assistance team for the state of Texas, right here on the screen. Not only do we take phone calls and emails from small businesses around the state to help them get to the right place to get their questions answered, but we're also listening to you guys when we're at these events. It's one of the reasons we like to come here, because we take the information, the concerns and issues you may have with legislation, and we provide it to Jarvis Brewer, and then he kind of packages that up and takes it through our upper leadership to the chiefs of staffs, to the legislatures for potential action. So we'd love to talk to you. We have a table back here. Sandra and David, if y'all stand up. Again, if you have questions about what our officers, please reach out to us. If you don't want to do it here, all of our information is up here, and we'll provide that later on. Lest I forget, though, I do want to recognize our resource provider partners. They travel with us around the state to serve as a reminder to all just how important our work is. Thank you for joining us today. If you guys could all stand up, these tables around the perimeter are resource providers. If you could all stand up, and then we're going to recognize you too. These are the organizations that are here today. Please take the time during the breaks to visit with them. You may not need them today, but I can probably guarantee you somewhere down the line, you're going to want to reach out to one of these organizations, and people do business with people they know. It's much easier to pick up the phone with someone that you've already met, and they may not have the answer, but they can get you to the right place. So thank you all for being here. All right, with that being said, at this time, please turn your attention to the video screen for a few words from my boss, from our governor, Greg Abbott.
Hi, this is Governor Greg Abbott. Welcome to the Governor's Small Business Summit. And thank everybody for being part of this exciting event. The more than 3 million small businesses in our great state are the backbone of the great Texas economy. Thanks to small businesses, Texas leads the nation in economic expansion. And we are the #1 state for job creation in 2023. Texas is also a top state for women, minority, and veteran-owned businesses. And we lead the nation as small business growth. Men and women willing to take a risk, dig deep into their own pockets, and stake their future on an idea have long written the story of Texas. That pioneering spirit still fuels our shared prosperity today. Together, we are all building a bigger, better Texas for the next generation. May God bless you all, and may God forever bless the great state of Texas.